Hey guys, it's David again with Northwest Outdoor Adventures. And today, well, first of all, this is a continuation of the last clip, and as you can see, there were some of the quad guys. Anyways, if you didn't check that out, go ahead and check that out. My previous vlog. And so today, I was going to talk about just kind of your worst riding experiences. And, especially people that ride in Washington, or, Pacific Northwest in general, you get a lot of weather that is not so great and not ideal for motorcycle riding. And, it's just something you have to learn to live with. Whoa, getting a little crazy there. Yeah, I think in the clip right now we were just kind of deciding where to go, because, yeah, these quads were ripping around pretty fast and we didn't want to get hit by them, whatever they were doing. And again, I think this is just out back, kind of near Weyerhaeuser. For anyone who lives in the Pacific Northwest, you probably know what that is. They got a lot of cool trails and stuff out there. And like I said before, we still have street tires on, no dirt tires, so we're kind of skidding around a bit out there. Anyways, like I was saying, bad riding experiences. So, I mean, I knew full well when I bought a motorcycle in Washington that it was going to be raining, more than 2/3 of the year is going to be wet. And that was one of the things that influenced my decision to get a supermoto is, I don't care so much if it's getting wet all the time. I'm off the ground higher, less, I don't know, overall, like, a supermoto goes down or anything, you just pick it back up, keep going, whatever, man, you don't give a shit. So anyways, that was one of the reasons why I originally got a supermoto, and that's why I'm going to buy another one. And, so anyways, I guess I was going to share my kind of worst riding experience. So I actually have it on video, and maybe I'll link it right here, but me and Rodeo, my buddy slash partner, who I'm riding with in the video, we took this trip. We thought it was going to be a great idea, we'll go to Forks, or whatever, which is on the tip of the peninsula in Washington. And, it's summer, and we're like, alright, dude, there's no way it's going to rain, We checked the weather reports, there's, little to no chance of rain, and so we're like, alright, cool, we'll do this sweet-ass trip on our, newer supermotos and just have a good-ass time, And so, first of all, I mean, for anyone who's ridden more than 5 hours on a 250cc bike of any kind, let alone a supermoto, it is kind of uncomfortable, and, this is not the best thing to do, so... Anyways, yeah, we got our stuff packed, we're going, it's a good time, It's not too much freeway riding, it's got some nice twisties and stuff going around. And, so yeah, the trip's awesome. Like, the first day that we do it, we get up to Forks and everything, and awesome weather the whole way up. But right when we get to Forks, it gets all dark and depressing outside, and, we can tell that it's going to start drizzling. And so anyways, we spend the night there and we camp, and when we wake up, for whatever reason, we got lucky when we put our tent under this tree and it had blocked all the rain from us. So anyways, we wake up and we're getting rained on and everything is soaked. And, it's no big deal. We've ridden in the rain before. It's not like we were super unprepared. I mean, most of our gear is waterproof, so that was kind of good. But we didn't have all of our waterproof stuff. We didn't have our liners in or anything. So we knew we were going to get wet, but like I said, we live in Washington, so it's not like we haven't encountered that before. That being said, we roll out, and the down trip on the way back was a little bit longer, and so, we knew that we were going to have 5 solid hours of just straight riding, and lucky for us, it happened to rain the entire time. And so, not only that, but it was cold rain, because we're on the coast, so you can, see the ocean, and you're just getting, sideways rain hitting you because it's all windy and stuff. And so we're going, and on my previous bike that I had, my Rebel 250, and Rodeo has them on his WR, is heated grips. I mean, they're a lifesaver for anyone who rides in cold weather. I'm sure you know and love your heated grips, because for $50 or whatever, you can put them on. And so anyways, I did not have them on that bike, and so my hands were chilled to the core. And so yeah, we're on this nightmare fucking marathon ride that takes
Wait, is that
5
the road?
hours in the freezing rain.
I think that's the road, though.
And halfway through,
wires.
I wear contacts, and for whatever reason, like I think allergies during that time or something had made my eyes really bad. And at some point I couldn't see, and so I had to pull off the road in like this freezing cold rain and take out my contacts, and thank God I packed my glasses. And so, because I normally never wear glasses, like I always have contacts in, it seems, so my hands are freezing, and I like barely get the contacts out of my eyes as I'm like stabbing my eyes with my frozen cold hands. Like barely managed to get my glasses out, and I think that was the first time I've ever ridden with just glasses on. So that was like very disorienting and odd, but whatever, you know. We're like, all right, we'll just keep on keeping on. And at that time we didn't have communicators, so we weren't doing anything but just like sitting in the cold rain, like just meditating on how horrible and cold we were. And so we're going, and we finally like make it down to one of the shittiest cities, Aberdeen. Which, I mean, whatever, it's alright, but it's not what we wanted. And so we get down to Aberdeen and get some like hot chocolate and coffee or whatever to warm us up. And then like the rain finally cooled off at that time. And we had a pretty decent like hour and a half ride after that home, even though it was mostly like freeway riding. And we were just cold and tired, but the trip finished off alright. And like I said, I'll put a link to the video right here. But that was by far my worst, but at the same time, like that's one of my most memorable times on a bike, and I really enjoyed it, and I know Rodeo did too. And that's something I definitely would never, I mean, I definitely don't regret doing it. And so, yeah, you know, if you guys have any cool stories like that, or maybe your first motorcycle trip or something and it didn't go as planned, you know, any like bad riding experience turned good. I mean, my worst riding experience was when I wrecked my bike, but I'm trying to do is not a depressing vlog here, you know, something with a silver lining on it, like, you know, because I'm sure most of us have wrecked a bike, but yeah, maybe just like weather related or something, so it's not so depressing. Anyways, that's just something I wanted to talk about, living in Washington and looking outside every day in this winter time, seeing the rain, you know. I got hopes for spring, so yeah, you know, go ahead and comment and say something about maybe your favorite time that you've ridden or whatever. Oh, this is getting long. I haven't talked about the video at all, but nothing much happened anyways. No, nothing interesting. So anyways, try to cut it off before 8 minutes. Basically, comment down below on your story, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks for listening. See you later, boys.